going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 exclusive news video. As you can see, we're not in the same, there's a little bit of an echo in here, so I apologize if you can hear the video. We're not in our normal room, in our normal situation where we record our videos. We are live in LA right now. I am attending EA Play. Shoutouts to EA for flying me out here and let me play Madden 20 early and attend EA Play. I actually have not been to the event yet, but I have played Madden 20 while I've been in LA, and I'm just going to talk about some things, give you guys kind of some things to look forward to. At some point, maybe in the background of this video, it may or may not happen, but you'll see some footage from the live stream that just ended not too long ago. So wanted to record this video for you. I got some notes here. And yeah, let me know if you got any questions down below in the comment section. I'm sure we'll have more follow-up videos and deeper dive videos on certain things, and I can answer questions maybe if you guys got them. Leave them in the comment section. And again, I'm going back to play some more, so maybe there's some things you want me to test out or check for down below in the comment section, and we'll follow up. So I'm just gonna ramble. I'm not gonna lie, this video will probably go all over the place because I just wrote down like 5 things I just wanted to touch on. Nothing really super duper game breaking, but some things that I thought were cool and are kind of different. So number one, the Pro Bowl is available on the EA Play build that we got to play. It concerned me at first because it's a bunch of good players on one side of the ball and a bunch on the other, and the pass rush was insane. I was really worried. I'm like, I just hope this is not how it's going to be. I've already had my concerns on them saying that pass rushing would be more effective this year, and I never thought there was that bad of a problem with it. And you can just tell that some of the better pass rushers in the game are going to cause problems early in the year. That would be my guess. Now, it could just be that's how the Pro Bowl plays, because I then went in and played some regular, like, you know, Eagles versus Cowboys games, just regular teams, and it was fine then. I was not getting, you know, shedded to death and whatnot. But the X Factor abilities I see as the big topic even after the live stream today. I still don't know how they're going to play. The one thing that I think a lot of people are not taking into account is that those kind of like the Patrick Mahomes one, the ones that are like kind of super duper sounding OP, you have to do certain things in the game to achieve that ability. It just doesn't work right off the bat in all game. When you think about an 80-yard throw, you have to complete, I think they said, 4 30-yard passes in a game. Anytime you get sacked, that resets that counter. You have to do 4 of them in a row without getting sacked, without throwing an interception. It's not that easy. And honestly, if you are able to do that, you're probably playing somebody that you're already better than if you're giving up 4 30-yard passes in like 1 quarter. And then even when that type of ability is unlocked, think about it. You need then time to execute a 80-yard pass, and it's not just like, how many situations are you going to be on the 20 and have 80 yards to throw the ball? So just think about those things. Don't judge it till you play it. There was an announcement of a beta, and codes apparently, again, I haven't been to the event yet today, but codes are being given out there. I'm pretty sure that's like 100% accurate. Yes, Kraylo did say it. So just wait until hopefully you get a chance to play the beta. Hopefully they open it up to everybody, but just, I would wait to, based on what you saw on the stream maybe today, still just reserve judgment, because some of these things look OP on paper, but when you actually get them in your hands, I don't think they're going to be as overpowered as everybody's worried. Coaching adjustments. No more pass rush coaching adjustment. I'm happy about this. That means no more people playing on aggressive and fake hiking and, like, you know, just unbelievable sheds because of that. And then another thing that they added with coaching adjustments is they have added, you can now base a line through coach adjustments, meaning that you don't have to set it up, because you're going to be able to get to the huddle really fast and snap the ball really fast. And on defense, it's going to, I'm curious to see how the balance is going to be because of that new, you know, mechanic. It's not even a mechanic, but basically there's just more time in game than cut scenes and walking up to the line of scrimmage. Being able to set your team up to base a line every single play is awesome. Big nickel over G is something that's still in the game now. It was last year. I ran it all the time. I base aligned it every time, pretty much. the fact that I can just turn that on for coaching adjustments and it does it automatically is pretty cool. It also had man align defense, and then just no align at all. But no more pass rush on aggressive or just pass rush in general. And then the new one that was added was the defensive alignment. This is not a big deal, but it's kind of cool to me. Hail Marys have changed a little bit this year. You don't just have your standard 3 guys on the right and 1 on the left and you just chuck it up. You don't have the 2 guys on each side. They actually have a play now where everybody runs to the middle, which makes sense because that's how it is in real life NFL. A team's trying to, 50-yard Hail Mary at the end of the game. They're throwing it to a sea of people, a jump ball in the back of the end zone and hoping to get lucky. So now they have routes where everybody, it just kind of looks like a pyramid, like your outside receivers go up here, your insides going here, and you just chuck it up to the center of the back of the end zone, hope to get lucky. I didn't complete any of them, but I thought it was cool. And then another route in the Hail Mary section, and it reminds me kind of what the Eagles did like 2 years ago, and it's a play that Doug runs a lot, and a lot of teams do, not just the Eagles, but it was against the Giants when we had like a 63-yard field goal, however long it was. Anyway, it's kind of like a levels play to the sideline, but it's kind of like an option play. So you have like a short route going to the outside to get out of bounds real quick, and then like 2 really deep corner routes. But it's more realistic to me. So if you're trying to get out of bounds and it's, you got a far ways to go down the field, it's just something to maybe try to get in field goal range at the last second. And then there was a third one, but I did not write it down. Well, I didn't write anything down, but I just can't remember. But there was a third type of Hail Mary that just looked really cool. It took away the legacy Hail Marys that we've seen all year. RPOs. I spent a lot of time running the RPOs. For me, this game in general, we're not really going to find out how good or how bad it can be until all of us play it and somebody tries to break the game, and then we go from there. The game feels really good right now. I'm enjoying what I've played so far and what I've seen, but I don't think I will truly know how this game's going to play, and I don't think you will either until we get to play each other online, head-to-head, and see what works and what doesn't work, and then go from there. So this beta is going to be really, really good for feedback. Hopefully they open it up eventually. I don't know if they will, but I hope they do, and hopefully they give out a lot of codes. But RPOs, getting back to that, my favorite one, and you'll have to look out for it, is it says like peak looky or peak looky pass. It's basically a stretch play or a run to the outside. Sometimes there's like traps that go to the right, stretch plays with a lead blocker, and it starts off as the animation, and if you just simply hike the ball and don't do anything, it's a stretch play. But if you press a passing button, so a lot of times it's a stretch play to the right and then a slant to on the left side of the field coming into the middle, and it'll be square receiver. If you instead don't hand the ball off and just hit square, obviously you got to make the read, but you can hit your receiver instead of handing it off. You can hit your receiver on a slant. It works really well in the red zone. On a defensive side of it, if you face somebody who's going to be running those types of plays, you're going to have to user cover that route and hope that the computer defense can take care of the run, or you're just going to have to make the right reads. Definitely felt the impact of not being able to lurk with middle linebackers. Like I used the Eagles a lot. Nigel Bradham's not lurking anything. Camille Grugier-Hill not lurking anything. You can in nickel and nickel over G, those were the only 2 formations I test. You can substitute you can substitute safeties in at linebacker. So I think in MUT you're going to see a lot of that this year, same as we saw in 19. And then the scramble mechanic, which they showed on stream, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm worried it's going to be a little OP when you get guys like Vic and Lamar Jackson in the game. But if you didn't know, you can basically hide your receiver icons and you turn into a ball carrier, and then you can bring them back up and pass it. So I'm worried that there's going to be a little bit of cheesiness to where like the meta could be getting Lamar Jackson, Vic, or somebody who has wheels, taking your icons out, sprinting to the right, putting them back up, and just cheesing slants all game. We'll have to see. Hopefully there's a counter to it. Hopefully that the QB contains work to stop that type of stuff. We'll have to see. And then pump fakes, I love them. It makes it, like, for me, sluggo routes in Madden forever have just been useless. Those types of routes, like in and out, they don't translate to video games. They do in real football. Video games, they do not. pump fakes are really cool. I don't know if they're going to be cheesy or not, but just doing them makes it feel authentic. Like, you can pump fake to an in route and then just lob it up to maybe a guy on a streak. It's fun to just do even when it's not necessary, because it just looks real. And I think if we get to a point where maybe you make a mistake and press a wrong button, if you quickly press that button again, you can cancel your throw and then reroute your decision. So I think that mechanic is going to be really useful, as long as it doesn't make, cornerbacks unnecessarily try to jump a route, and it's not a way to like cheese the AI that way. So those are kind of the main things that I wrote down. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll try to answer them the best I can and what I'm allowed to answer. But those were kind of my just initial thoughts after playing the game for a few hours. Enjoying it so far, but more will be revealed. Hopefully a lot of people can get their hand on this beta, and then we can really see how the game plays user versus user. Yeah, man, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Popular Stranger. Peace.